Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Island Buzz Rhythm. I'm your host, Root One, aka the Rude Boy Yankee. And tonight we have a very good show lined up for you, for all of you out there in Yomitan land. Yes, you're listening to 78.6 FM Yomitan. And we're just going to ride this out real smooth tonight. Tonight's artist, Yellow Man, one of Jamaican's own. Yes. He has a very large catalog, so we're going to diversify this and have a real good time. So take it easy. Yes, and that was Mr. Chin by Yellow Man. And we're going to keep it moving along here, but just let you know that our featured artist is Yellow Man. And thank you for joining us on this week's edition of the Island Buzz Rhythm, where we will be running some reggae sounds. Last week, we ran some Latin sounds, some very good salsa out there from the 60s and 70s. Now, let's get back to the other side of the Caribbean with some reggae. Yes, and that was Take Me Home to the Old Country Road. That is by Mr. Yellow Man. Off his earlier albums, the sounds that you're hearing now are from his earlier works. I mean, the guy's been putting out albums since, let's take a look, since 1982. Would you believe that? His last album was, not even 19, 2019. Wow, it's a lot of work. We're talking over 10 albums. We're looking at possibly 20. And just to give you a little bit of background about Yellow Man, he is from Jamaica, born 1956, or they say January 15, 1959. Better known for his stage name, Yellow Man, is also known as King Yellow Man. He's a Jamaican reggae and dancehall DJ. He first became popular in Jamaica in the 1980s, rising to prominence with a series of singles that established his reputation. Now, Yellow Man is considered to be one of the genre's pioneers and has been credited with most single-handedly creating the coarse, crude, and fearlessly direct sound of today's dancehall. Spearheading the first generation of dancehall DJs, he brought the genre to an international audience. I remember when I was in junior high, I used to play his songs, and I didn't know how he looked. I didn't know why they call him Yellow Man, but Yellow Man here is an albino black, and that's where he gets his name from because his skin is totally white, and so they call him Yellow Man. His hair is yellow. Very, very cool style, very finesse for the mic. Let's play another song of his. The Island Buzz Rhythm. Yeah. Yes, and we're back with the Island Buzz Rhythm. I'm your host, Root One, laying down the sounds of Yellow Man in the early dance hall days. A little bit of rubber dub mixed in between, just to give you a little bit more about Yellow Man. So his name is Winston Foster, and unfortunately, he was abandoned by his parents and grew up in the Maxfield Children's Home and the Catholic Orphanage Alpha Boys School in Kingston, Jamaica. The latter known for its musical alumni. He was shunned due to having albinism, which is not typically socially accepted in Jamaica. In the late 1970s, Yellow Man first gained wide attention when he finished second to Nadine Sutherland in the 1978 Tasty Talent Contest, a competition he would go on to win in the following year's edition. Launching his professional career, like many Jamaican DJs, he honed his talents by frequently performing at outdoor sound system dances, prominently with Aces International. Now, he had success as an original recording artist, working with producer Henry Junjo Laws during the early 80s. In 1981, after becoming popular throughout Jamaica, Yellow Man became the first dance hall artist to be signed to a major American label, Columbia Records. Wow, that's big. And his first studio album release was in 1982, entitled Mr. Yellow Man. Heavy stuff here, folks. Heavy stuff. Jamaica is no joke. Yes, and that's that Yellow Man sound. I'm telling you, he's the one of the originators of the dub sound. Let's peep some more. Yes, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, just to give you a little bit more background on Yellow Man, in his personal life, he has been with his wife Rosie since the beginning of his music career. That's so man, well over 40 something years there. Together, they have raised multiple children, about four to be exact. Yellow Man is a fan of the NBA, and some in the mid '80s, sometimes he would go to the basketball games, and he even named one of his sons after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He fosters daughter Karima, followed uh, his foster daughter Karima followed him into his career of music, and sometimes she performs with him on stage. his philosophy. I'm getting tongue tied tonight. His philosophy. He has spoken against violence, and he's all about peace and love. He was criticized in the early '80s for his sexual lyrics, but he says all of that stuff happens behind closed doors, and what he speaks about is real. And so that's a part of his philosophy. Uh, let's see here. Now, he did catch skin cancer in 1982. He was diagnosed with skin cancer. After several surgeries, Yellow Man was able to continue his career. The cancer went into apparent remission during this time, but between the late 1984 and 1986, it was diagnosed that the cancer had spread to his jaw. Yellow Man underwent very invasive jaw surgery to remove a malignant tumor. And that's why when you see him, his kind of jaw is kind of lopsided, and that was due to the surgery. Also, the cancer as well being the reason for the surgery. So basically, the surgery permanently disfigured Yellow Man's face, as a large portion of the left side of his lower jaw had to be removed to successfully remove the tumor. He spent some time in convalescence before returning to music and performing live shows again. Yes, so once again, I want to thank you all for being here on the Island Buzz Rhythm. I'm your host, Root One, aka the Rude Boy Yankee, on Reggae Sundays. Tune in next week where we'll be playing some more Latin sounds, salsa and bachata. And on that day, I put on my fedora, and you can just know me as the Don Rodolfo. I hope everyone out there in Yomitan land and Okinawa are doing well and fine. Families coming together tonight. I hope you're listening to the show. I could just see you smiling. So let's just keep it smooth and easy. Not trying to do too much. May switch over to a little bit of Lovers Rock and then get back to some Yellow Man. But for now, let's just continue on. The Island Buzz Rhythm. Welcome back. I hope you all out there are doing well. The weather seems to be good. For the last few weeks, it's just been pouring down, and I think this is just a normal thing. It's not rainy season. Uh, Typhoons, that was a couple weeks ago, I think. I can't tell the difference anymore. It's just the way it is in Okinawa. And guess what? I love it. Every time it rains, we get a fresh rebound of air. Man, doesn't get any better than this. Every time it rains, the plants and the trees get watered. Wow, lots of greenery on the island. Every time it rains, I just simply cool off. Thank you all for listening out there in Yomitan land. We're going to bring it back to some updated Lovers Rock just to take a break from Yellow Man, and we'll get back to him a little bit later. Let's do this. Big Mistake by Janet Lee Davis. What a sweet sound. Next, we got Break My Heart by Trisha. Wow, Tricia, break my heart. A lot of broken hearts out there, I tell you. And that's just one of the things about love. It is a two-way street. Usually one gets broken. But no time to dwell on that. Let's just keep it moving with some cool and relax dopamine. Cool, relax, and easy. Yeah. I love it. Let's get back to some Yellow Man. Wait a second, that ain't Yellow Man. This is Yellow Man. Yeah. Back on the Island Buzz Rhythm here. I'm your host, Root One, aka the Rude Boy. Just featuring some Yellow Man tonight. Man, the commercial came in on a good song, so we're gonna get back around to that. And just let it ride. Peace. Let that dub ride out. Yellow Man. Zungu 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 Zing. 1983. Extended version. Hitting the scenes. Popular hit. The dub sound. Some early dance hall. Once again, this is your DJ Root One, aka the Rude Boy Yankee, playing you the sounds of Yellow Man. It's been a great show. I can't wait to be back next week. Is everybody out there waiting and willing? Making some reservations? Ha. Tune in on your dial 78.6 FM Yomi Tan. Rock on. Hear me now. Yes. Everyone out there have a blessed Sunday. And be sure to turn in and tune in to the Island Buzz Rhythm. It's always a great pleasure to be here with you on the Island Buzz Rhythm, FM Yomitan 78.6. You feel that? Yeah, we're just gonna let it ride. You know, all the stress, we just gonna let it slide. All right. And much love to my Okinawans out there. Such great people. Much love to everybody international. Once again, running it back. You know, it's been a great pleasure to be on the show tonight. I've had a great time. Great time. And I can't wait to have you back next week. All right. What? Tune in next week for the Island Buzz Rhythm. I'm your host, Root One, aka the Rude Boy Yankee. It's been a great pleasure. You all have a great rest of your night. And I see you next week. Okay.